So now, what am I looking at right there? Is that the tripod?
This is the tripod.
Okay, now, I'm just gonna, while I can remember this, there's gonna be probably a part of this where there's gonna be two people interacting, interviewing. So from a standpoint of sound, which is gonna be real critical, how do we do that the best way? So they're gonna be sitting facing one another talking during an interview.
Oh, so you have two people.
Gonna have, at some point, we're gonna have two people, yes.
So this has one XLR, right?
So it has one there and then one down here on the
one down.
bottom.
Okay, so you got
Okay, so
two.
we'll talk, we can do the camera thing here first.
Okay, so you have two people. So this is just one lock system, so this probably isn't going to be the best option for you. Sit-down interview, nobody's moving. I mean, they're interacting, moving.
Yeah,
just kind
there's
of.
gonna be, my understanding is there's gonna be a couple things where there's gonna be speakers and there'll be one person speaking. Feet of molding, crown top, the main, and,
Can't tell the difference.
oh no, it's perfect.
Yeah, I went in and I had the piece, and then guy's like, I think we got one of these around someplace. You know, he starts walking through and looking at the wall.
just so you
and
know,
he
so the
found
bubble
the
level
exact-
here?
No
Yeah.
kidding.
They didn't even need to cut it
So you
down.
just
Well, some
loosen
of
this
that stuff
bottom.
was real standard back in the day.
And just try to find that level
Okay.
on
So
that
this
head.
thing here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then once you find it, then you can just tighten it
Tighten her
down.
down, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
So that's it on that one. So you've got some different control here. So you've got different locks.
Okay.
This here is just your lock for your panhandle.
Right.
So however whatever feels comfortable. As far as height wise on the tripod, you've got two levels. You know, so you got your mid level here, and then you've got your lower level,
right.
which you would just loosen and you just raise up to what you want. I personally, I try to get the legs as level as possible and then level the head true level. So I try to keep my legs completely equal, unless you're outside or something, you're on uneven ground, you do what you have to do. But this leveling this head, it gives you this bubble level
Right,
here.
yeah, I
So,
know, yeah.
so that helps. You've got this lock here, which is your tilt.
Yep.
Then you've got this lock in front, which is your pan, so it's locked on that.
Right.
You loosen it. You've got different grades of drag. So 3, 2, 1. Just put it
on
wherever it feels
auto.
comfortable.
Okay.
2 is pretty nice. I mean, this is not a heavy camera, so just trying to find that fluidity.
Sure.
This is also so this is your tilt drag, which has a few different settings, but I'll throw the camera up there and we'll just kind of see
Okay.
what feels natural. But right now that feels
What is this
pretty
right
good.
here?
So this loosens your plate. So this is a slide plate,
Got it.
which
got it.
helps balance and level.
Yeah.
But you have to get this off and put it on the bottom of the
Right.
camera for attach.
Sure.
So this button
Got it. Releases it.
is the release.
Got it.
You can only put this in one way.
Got it.
On the bottom it says lens
Yeah.
with an arrow.
Yeah.
So right there. So this is lens front. That lens front is how it slides in. You can put it in backward. It does not come out.
Whoa.
It's hard. It's hard to do, but people have done it. So that's why I go over that, because you don't want to put it in backwards. If you force it, it's doable,
but there's only one way to put it on the camera, isn't there?
technically. So the way I look at it is this round edge in the back is the back of the camera, and that lens arrow points to the front. So that's how I always just remember.
Well, and you have two different sizes.
Two different sizes. So
We only have 4 years of college, so
yeah, right,
that might not
exactly.
work for us.
So these are
Yeah,
your
yeah.
these are your 3/8 quarter 20s, so they match up. So
You'd have to be pretty stupid to make it the other way, but
but you never know.
we did go to SIU Edwardsville.
That's funny. So what I try to do is I just try to get that back there. I just try to keep that out of the way. And actually, I'm gonna grab a screwdriver because I'm
Talking about the power supply.
It's got to be someplace natural so that you don't interfere with the movement of the camera while it's plugged in.
Exactly. It's gotta be over here somewhere. Oh, there it is, right there. This DC in.
Okay, got it.
So it's under
Under the door.
under the door.
Got it.
So there's that. So I'm gonna just put the battery in here real quick. So
What's the life of the battery while we're doing this?
you probably got at least an hour. You probably realistically have probably two per
2 hours.
battery.
However, if it's plugged into a power source, then you can just shoot indefinitely.
You can go all day long.
Okay.
Does it charge the battery while it's,
It does not.
Oh.
That would be too helpful. That would be way too helpful.
they did that on purpose.
So it's better at the end of the day to recharge those batteries overnight.
Charge them up if you can.
Yeah.
And then
So-
while we're doing one, put the other in the
Exactly.
charger.
Exactly.
All right.
So oddly enough, the trickiest thing about this camera is putting in the battery. This is
Okay.
what stumps me every time.
All right.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. So there's this little open door here. So you just click that open and it drops it down. So there is a little diagram here that tells you just to slide it in.
Right.
Again, we've got these recessed pins.
Right.
And then we've got the pins back there.
Got it.
So you literally put it down flat
Yeah.
and it clicks.
Snaps.
And it
Okay.
snaps. Your release is here.
Battery release. Got it.
And it just drops out.
Okay.
All the other cameras I'm used to doing drop in vertically, so I always try to go vertical on this camera because it fits.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
So that's how you do that one. So you just
Okay.
slide it right in,
Okay.
close the door. So we'll flip out this monitor. I should do this too. This is your sunshade. So the sunshade, there's
Right.
female grooves, male threads here. It literally, you just,
Do you recommend that be on all the time?
that's up to you. If you're getting sun flare, it doesn't hurt.
gonna
since you're
be
gonna
inside.
You're inside.
It's inside.
Oh, okay, you're probably fine. But if you need it,
It looks cooler.
it does look cooler.
It does look cooler. It's kind of like having a silencer on your handgun.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any more power. Actually, it makes it less powerful. But
Oh, does it really?
Yes. Uh-huh. It slows
Who
down.
knew?
It slows down the velocity.
I guess it would, yeah.
But
That makes sense.
not so much that it makes a difference.
Not
because-
sure. Sure.
And by the way, they don't really silence.
They don't, huh? No.
It's a it's not. Even a 22.
It'll record to one. It'll fill up and seamlessly move to the next one if you run out of room.
All right.
Okay.
And let me ask you this: is there going to be a need to download these
Yeah.
at night so that they're clear cards for the next day? We're going to do these 2 days.
I would.
Okay.
I
You're doing
would.
it 2 days?
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, I thought you said they're only doing it on,
No, Saturday and Sunday.
okay. What time on Sunday?
Same time.
Okay.
So, this is the card reader. So it's just USB into your computer, and then you put the SD card in here,
Got it.
into one that says SD.
Got it.
And then it shows up on your computer, and you just drag and drop the files.
Got it.
If I've got that on my computer built in.
Oh yeah, it'll go right in.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. So the cards go. In that in these little slots.
Okay.
So it's this little protective door.
Got it. And it shows you how. Are they unlocked?
These are unlocked.
Okay.
Yep. So and I'm
All right.
going to show you how to format
Okay.
them too. So label to me, label
Okay.
to the operator.
Yeah. Got it.
These are 64?
These are 64s, yeah. Now, we're going to see how much time you get on these when we drop down the resolution. Because I'm used to it in 4K, so I'm just going to see how much
Right.
time you get per
That'll
card.
be a
I'll
lot
kind
more.
of give you an idea. So on is over here. It's this little push button. You just drop it down to on.
Got it.
That red button's your record.
Got it.
So it just takes a minute, boots up. Okay, and there we go. So your zoom rocker's up here.
Now you have your auto voice on right now, so that it's in the middle.
So what it's doing now is it's picking up this built-in mic.
Okay.
up front. So I'm gonna turn that off. Since we've got 2 things to plug
Okay,
in,
all right.
I'm gonna turn that off, and
All
we're
right.
gonna set up your levels on the microphone set to auto. So
Okay.
it'll
All right.
find a natural place.
Is this 16 hours, 50 minutes? Is that what that is?
Yep, that's
Record?
16 hours, 15 minutes right now. And
With
the
both?
top one's 44 minutes. So what that's telling me is we're gonna look at the
Card, see if
We're
there's
gonna look
stuff on there.
yeah, we're gonna see what's going on there.
Yeah, okay.
So menu, it is a touch screen.
So menu's down on the side.
Menus down
Right
on
there.
the side.
Right there.
So I'm gonna go down to what's other format media. So I'm in format 1.
I have that on my camera. I don't think it's ever gone over to the B card.
Now, did you want to look at what was on that card before you formatted it?
Nope. Whoever had it,
Too bad.
that's the way this goes. Once it's going out again, so I never format until it goes out the next time. Once it goes out again, then it's like, okay.
Somebody
well,
said, hey, you
it
know
is what
what?
it
I
is.
had my, the birth of my baby on there, and you go, hey, sorry.
You're gonna have to recreate that one. You have to do a reshoot. So I'm gonna go back to my menu, go back down.
So after you,
format the
after
other
you,
card.
so you format one, go back to your menu and reformat the second card.
Correct.
Well, we won't need to do that now because there's a lot.
You won't need to do that now. What I would suggest is after your first day and you download everything, check it on the computer, make sure it's there, everything's fine. If you think you've got enough room and you don't have to, if you don't want to format the cards to go back in for the next day, you don't have to. Probably makes it easier, but
Okay, I get it. Sure.
That way you've got separate files for Saturday, Sunday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you format it, that's it.
That's it.
That's
Sure, I get
it's
it.
gone.
Yeah.
So my next thing I'm going to do is, that's the other thing you should know. If your screen goes out on you, this has a sensor on it that when your eye gets close to it, it turns off the screen.
Okay.
Just so you know. A lot of people like to use the eyepiece, so when they go to the eyepiece, it turns off the monitor.
Mm.
But it'll pop back
It pops
on.
back up once your eye gets away from
Got
it.
it.
Got it. Okay.
So I'm going to go to system mode. Okay, so we're going to set this up. Yep, so we're in 60. So our record mode is going to record as
Now,
an MP4.
you got it right now as MP4.
That's what we want.
That's what
Okay,
you want?
okay, got it.
That works on Apple, right?
Okay.
Yes. So we are going to do... We are going to do...
Now, are these both of these cards looking? We're looking.
It's
at
going to
right
do
now?
the same thing to both cards. So I'm going to go with 5994. Okay. Okay. We're good there. I'm just kind of going to go through here and see what we just kind of check there. Off. Okay. Now, do you want? Well, here we'll kind of. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, record setup. 2 slots is off, which is good because you don't want to do. Yeah, you don't need the redundancy.
Okay.
SD card 1, SD card 2. Okay. Come on. Interval records off, pre-records off. We don't want any of that stuff on. So time code, I just always do non-drop frame.
What is that?
So it's just a different way the time code gets laid down. But if I don't know,
Excuse me one
I'll
second.
do it on Final Cut Pro.
so yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, and I just do record run. I don't have time code running until you hit record. I can do time code preset. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, go back. Thank you. Okay. So audio setup. Okay, so off, off, off. Okay, so.
Now, we won't lose these settings overnight, right?
No, they'll stay for you.
Okay.
So now the audio menu is here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so input 1. This input 1, I'm going to make the boom mic for the the interviewer.
Okay.
The input 2. Well, actually, you know what? The way this camera's set up with this being down here, I'm going to flip that. I'm going to do the person being interviewed as 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to set that to line. The interviewee is going to be on 2, so I have to set that to phantom power for the microphone. Channel 1, channel 2 is going to be 2, channel 1 is going to be 1, and they're both set to auto. So
Okay.
we're good there.
So I don't need to set any gains.
You won't need
or
to set any gains or anything.
Okay.
No, so you should be good. But we'll test it though.
Okay.
Eric, do we have any 500 series lead?
No,
Okay.
no, we don't. Okay, display. We're good there. All right, clock set. March 24th, 9:45. Okay. So you'll have accurate time now when you kind of go back.
Right.
Okay. So, all right. Your white balance has an automatic white balance button down here.
Okay.
So, honestly, it'll change on you, but I'm just gonna kind of get onto a white wall there and. Okay. Great. So, nice warm look.
Okay.
So we've got that. Let's see here. Let me go back to my menu. We want relay record. There we go. So you've got, okay, so you have 55 minutes per card on this setting. So we're gonna see what.
Where can you get those cards?
We're gonna see what we can. No, wrong menu.
I've got I went to Micro Center. I got a 132 gigabyte card. You can't put it in anything.
Right. Yeah. They don't.
I thought that I could put that in.
Right.
Won't work.
Yeah. But this is a high speed.
This is a high speed one, yeah. So I just changed the format to do a little bit less compression to give you some more
Right.
time.
Yeah. So would that high speed card work in my Canon XA10?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably
I
not.
gotta go buy one and use it in that, but I can't buy it. So, well, we should have. So we've got roughly.
Now you've got an hour and 23 minutes per card.
Okay. Is that enough? You think?
It'll have to
Like
be.
3 hours.
So you've
that's
got,
it?
yeah, you got about 3 hours.
It'll have to be.
Okay. So we shouldn't.
And you can always download as you go.
You know what? I can bring my my laptop.
Okay. I don't have a laptop. Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
got a laptop. I got all that junk. We can download that.
Okay.
You can download as you go. I mean, obviously, with anything like that, now you do run the risk that if something happened,
Right.
but it is what it is.
Because I'm going to be taking still photography while we're there too.
Right.
So you do have 3 hours.
Okay. That's 3 hours for both cards.
For both cards, yeah.
Okay.
Hour and 23 minutes
All
per
right.
card.
So if you record and stop, you still have all that time. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right.
So, next thing. This is going to be for the presenter. So, or the interviewer.
Okay.
So I gave you a ton of cable,
Okay.
just in case.
Okay.
So this would go in input 2 on the side.
And this is for the boom mic, right?
This is for the boom mic, yeah.
Okay.
And this is something that they can hold, or, yeah, this is something they can just
Okay,
hold.
do I need to have another,
Like a stand or something?
like a stand to like swing over at a distance? Like, say they're interviewing right there and have this thing here?
Well, since it's just one person being interviewed and
Yeah.
another person being the interviewee,
Yeah.
I figured the person that isn't being interviewed can hold this. They can just hold it.
They can hold it.
Figure, you know.
But what about when they're presenting? Because they'll probably need both
Well,
hands.
when they're presenting, there's only gonna be my understanding is one person presents. They'll need to have the.
They'll need to have this lav, this
They'll-
wireless, which
right.
we'll set up for you.
Okay.
So right now, you
And then
can-
they'll have to switch, right? So the presenter who's presenting has to put that on.
No, yeah, the presenter puts that on.
Otherwise, she's gonna have to stand there with that.
No, this is when they're sitting down and interviewing, as I'm being
Right.
told. So after she presents, then the interviewer will sit down from here to here with them and talk. Now, the interviewer doesn't have to do this because she's gonna have, the presenter will have the leveler mic on, right?
yeah,
Remote
so,
mic.
yeah.
So all we do is do this, and then both of that.
They're
is-
both gonna go here, and then if people need to just switch, it's just,
Got it.
Right.
they can
Yeah.
just, they can just switch.
Got it, okay, all right.
So you can see here that on the screen, this is your audio meter for this
Right.
input
Right,
two.
so we know it's
So you
working.
know it's working. I've got headphones here, which I'll send with you. That way you've got something to at least monitor. But it's set to auto, so you should be fine unless. But let's see. So headphones are up here by the power source.
Okay, so the cameraman needs to wear the headphones so you can
Right.
hear
That's
the.
helpful.
Yeah,
If you know, that way you know it's working.
yeah.
I did that with that old guy, and that's the one thing on my camera doesn't work is the,
Yep.
and there was the guys working next door, and all I could hear was their pounding. And I couldn't tell that really. I didn't think it would pick it
All
up.
right. So that's your volume for your headphones. And really,
Okay.
and really it's just to get an idea. So check 1, 2. We are plugged in and running.
Okay.
So that's this. This is pretty straightforward. This is a pretty easy one. So that's that. The wireless we will set up for you.
Okay.
And honestly, I can leave the wireless. I'm going to mount to the camera, the receiver end of things.
Okay.
So honestly, instead of me, I can keep this built for you.
Okay, okay, that'd be
And
great.
give you a soft bag to put the camera in and stuff.
Okay.
So, all right. There's more here than you need, but it's just nice to have options. So, this is your receiver for it.
Got
There's these little spring clips that opens it.
it. Do I need some new batteries?
So I got restocks here
All
for
right,
you.
Okay.
So we're just gonna see how many what the battery life is right now. Okay, so we're gonna swap these out. So you just hold it, turn that on.
What did you press?
Oh, this on off right here.
Oh, okay, great.
So, same with this one. Does the same thing. Okay, we got full batteries there. So we're tuned. 517, 500, 517, 500. Okay. So I just close those. Put those extra ones back in there. So this is the output cable for the receiver. And what I do is slide this onto the hot shoe, or cold shoe, I should say. Spin that down. So that kind of locks in there. So that doesn't come out. Get that out of the way. And plug that
This is kind of scary, but this all makes sense to me.
This is where people get tripped up. It does happen.
But my question is, when everything stops working, how can I get a hold of you tomorrow?
So that is, so we do have an emergency line. When you call the shop and it gives you the number.
I think it's working because I just heard that when you dropped it.
So,
And we have a cold front moving in here.
Got to stand by the green
I
screen.
know. I thought I was.
So, just for sake of doing it. So, there we are. I'm here. I'm just gonna drop this down a little bit.
What's the level that you would recommend?
Well, let's see here. Let's see what I can do.
And is the boom mic going to be automatic with that?
Everything's auto
Okay.
on the camera.
Okay. All right.
So, check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check, check, check. Check 1, 2. Let's see here. Check 1, 2. So, check, check, check.
That sounds great now.
And it's set to auto, but check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Okay. So that's
And what?
Panasonic DVX 200.
DVX 200. Because I'm sure there's a million videos on that, and or at least